Hi guys, speaking to you here on Star Wars Day, May the 4th, and those two balloons you see there, obviously the figurette of 11, it looks like a couple of, I guess, birds sort of muzzling up to each other. That's in celebration of my dear son's birthday, William. He's turned 11 today. But the reason for the video is we've been talking about helium in one of the lessons in its sort of format as an atom. And helium is a very interesting gas indeed. It's what pretty it doesn't belong with the noble gases in such that of its electronic configuration, but it nevertheless has the properties of a noble gas in the fact that it doesn't react with anything, which makes it quite a rare gas indeed. And as you can see here, it's far lighter than oxygen, which is why it's elevated like that, and that makes it, as very popular at parties. Very popular at birthdays. We can't talk. We've got two of them here, and we paid, I think, £7 each. But from a scientific point of view, I could never understand how it is you can buy them, because helium is such a rare element that it has other more pressing and useful applications in science and in space industry and the medical industry for supercooling instruments down. I believe it's used in what they call magnetic resonance imaging, which is those big magnetic things that they put you in to see what problems are. It's used for cooling down that equipment. Its applications there are phenomenal, and yet we also used it for blowing up balloons. And unlike other gases which could be used like that, nitrogen, for example, which are common in the atmosphere, and we aren't in danger of depleting. Helium is the problematical gas in that it is noble. It doesn't react with anything, and you can release that helium there, and my money's on that ending up in the stratosphere of the Earth, and ultimately disappearing into the solar system, where probably every other balloon that we've had has disappeared to. Please pardon the bleeps in the background. Those are mobile devices and notifications. Anyway, moving on. So it's always been a mystery to me how it is you can get blow up balloons like that, helium balloons like that. It's always been a mystery to me, because we shouldn't really be wasting this resource like that, given that it's a very rare gas, given that I think we sold on our supplies of it, not to get political, but we don't have very much of it available, and yet you're able to buy it for children's parties. I saw crates of them at a crafts shop, not to mention the name of the shop, but I saw boxes and boxes there, and I'm surprised how you can buy them, given how rare it is and how valuable it is. But one twist of the tale was that my wife bought these the other day. They did tell her they're on their last canister of the stuff, and they did say to her that it's getting harder and harder to come by, as remaining stocks are being prioritised towards hospitals now. And I think what puzzles me is why it's taken that long to prioritise hospitals. These are very pretty, don't get me wrong, but we can live without them. But their applications in medical science are invaluable. And it's not like you can easily obtain helium here on Earth. I mean, I'm imagining, any helium that we have here on Earth is probably the product of radioactive decay. That's the only way I can think that helium gets produced. It's a byproduct of radioactive decay. But, it's always puzzled me really as to how and why we can still get it. But there it is. That's just my thought I wanted to add to my video for you. In addition to the chemistry tutorials, I'll be throwing up the odd one of these as well as we go along, just to add some flavour. Needless to say, as with anyone else, if you like the videos I'm doing, please give me a like, and by all means subscribe if you want to see more. I intend to be knocking more of these up. The main reason being is I'm out there as a chemistry tutor, and I'm trying to punt for some work. So if you or anybody else is studying for GCSE chemistry, looking to sit in the June of 2024, 2025, then please do let me know, because I can offer some Zoom sessions. And I'm quite cheap as well, as I'm just starting out. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you very much. And enjoy.